Terrifier 3 teaser, David Gordon Green Exorcised from The Exorcist, and Garbage Pail Kids animated, all on this Wednesday edition of Spill the Guts.
I like it spooky.
Hello and welcome. My name is Clint, and I am one half of the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast, which brings you a minimum of 18 episodes a month. We will also be bringing you a rare slasher double feature screening this coming weekend. More on that during this Friday's edition of Spill the Guts. But as for today's horror genre news blitz roundup, it is Wednesday, October 11th, and this just in.
Speaking of surprises, kids, we have a very special guest with us today. Now, for a guy who doesn't speak, he sure makes a lot of noise. All the way from Miles County, please welcome Art the Clown.
First story of the day comes to us from BloodyDisgusting.com, who lets us know that the very first teaser for Damien Leone's upcoming Terrifier 3 will be playing in theaters only on November 1st, attached to Bloody Disgusting and Cineverse's big screen re-release of last year's box office hit, Terrifier 2. Leone promised in a tweet that you'll be getting your money's worth if you grab yourself a ticket. Quote, "For those of you speculating that the Terrifier 3 teaser is just going to be some 20-second gimmick, I assure you it's a legit teaser trailer. It's over 2 minutes long, and you're going to fucking love it." Just when you thought it was safe to go back into theaters, Cineverse, in partnership with Bloody Disgusting, bring the unrated mega slasher Terrifier 2 back to theaters nationwide beginning November 1st. That's right, they're extending the Halloween season this year, bringing Art the Clown back to the big screen for the hit sequel's 1-year anniversary. The movie will feature a special introduction from creator Damien Leone, along with a never-before-seen Terrifier 3 teaser, both exclusive to theaters. In addition, on opening night, the first 100 fans at each theater will receive an exclusive Terrifier 3 poster. As quantities are extremely limited, the team behind Terrifier recommends that you get to the theater early. The world premiere of the Terrifier 3 trailer will be playing after Terrifier 2 in theaters nationwide on November 1st, and you can check your local listings and grab tickets now. Tickets are on sale now wherever movie tickets are sold, including Fandango.com, Terrifier2themovie.com, and AdamTickets.com. Next up is from iHorror.com, reporting that David Gordon Green may not direct the remaining Exorcist films after all. The Exorcist Believer arrived in theaters over the weekend, and the reaction was not a great one. Not a great move for the big studio either, which shelled out $400 million for a trilogy of Exorcist films. Well, it now appears that director David Gordon Green, who was scheduled to direct all 3 films, is going to take a step back from the remaining 2. Green also directed the Halloween trilogy as of late. That trilogy didn't fare very well for itself, with very mixed reviews overall. In a statement, Green said, quote, "My intention is just to start making things, and as those plans come together, if I find myself in that director's chair, I'd be thrilled. But right now, I'm navigating it from a story perspective and looking at my realities of life as I pivot." One of the things that's been really great between these horror franchises is doing that comedy series on HBO, The Righteous Gemstones. So it's fun to be able to step away, take a deep breath, have a big laugh, and then get back to work in the genre.
Would a god who is good invent something like that? Plainly speaking, it's a lousy idea. It's not popular, Father. It's not a winner.
There you go, blaming God.
And it is that time once again to pause for station identification and hear from an invention that is good and full of winners, our podcast network, the PFPN.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
Last story of the day contains more David Gordon Green news from a story from BloodyDisgusting.com, who reports that an animated Garbage Pail Kids series from Danny McBride and David Gordon Green is still alive. The titular Garbage Pail Kids are, of course, a gross-out gang not afraid to play with boogers, blood, and vomit, with the brand created in the 80s as a spoof of the Cabbage Patch Kids dolls. The Garbage Pail Kids brand was launched as a line of trading cards from Topps back in 1985, spawning a live-action feature film in 1987. The brand is still going strong to this day, most recently seeing the launch of a line of books that are written by R.L. Stine. New waves of trading cards are also frequently released along with toys and all kinds of other products. It was originally announced back in 2021 that HBO Max was developing a Garbage Pail Kids animated series with Danny McBride and David Gordon Green co-creating and writing the series for Rough House Pictures. Speaking with the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, Gordon Green revealed that the project is still an active concept. Quote, "Right now, McBride and I are trying to do an animated series on the Garbage Pail Kids. We've got some pretty cool ways we can make a naughty animated show." It is interesting to note that the animated series was first announced as a family-friendly project, so unless those plans have changed, don't expect the series to get too naughty. On a slightly related note, as a kid, I had every Garbage Pail Kid card known to man and took them with me everywhere. I mean everywhere. They are currently sitting at the bottom of a lake near where I grew up. But that's a story for another day. And that is a wrap on your Wednesday news. In addition to connecting with the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast on all mainstream social media platforms and subscribing wherever you get your podcasts, make sure to join me back here this coming Friday for information on the Rare Slasher double feature screening event we are co-hosting Saturday in Galesburg, Illinois, and what the next feature episode has in store for you this coming Sunday, as well as more news on another edition of Spill the Guts.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man? Show some fucking respect for the dead, will ya?